Hi guys, welcome to the weekly energy update for December 20th through December 26th. So, Merry Christmas to those of you that celebrate Christmas. This is a very interesting week that we have coming up. We have Mercury trine Uranus, which is going to be really good to start off the week. We have the sun moving into Capricorn, so we start Capricorn season. We have Saturn square Uranus for the second time this year, and we have Venus conjunct Pluto all over again. So this week is not getting any like smooth, like softer, I guess. The energy is not getting any softer this week. It's actually going to be kind of punchy, like things are going to be kind of punchy. So let's take a look at it. We are on December 20th here, Monday. We have the moon in Cancer opposite Mercury. So there can be some emotional conversations that you may have. And we have the sun sitting here at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. So it's the last day of Sagittarius season. This season went by really, really fast. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Sagittarius season started and then we were done. Like now we're here at Christmas. It went by really, really fast. Mercury is also trine Uranus on Monday, and this is going to be a really good stimulating time mentally. If you have things that you need to finish before you start taking off work for the Christmas holiday, Monday's going to be a really good day for you to be able to get things taken care of. It's a great transit to help make sense of things. I know a lot of stuff is changing right now. It's supposed to be changing with this Venus conjunct Pluto that we have. Venus is still a degree away, but by Christmas, we're going to have another conjunction with Venus and Pluto. And that Venus and Venus is retrograde now. And we talked about this, and if you haven't had a chance to see that Venus retrograde Capricorn video on my channel, it's over there. But this is a time for us to find our own self-worth based on the area that Venus is transiting. The Venus retrograde is transiting in our own natal chart. We're finding the sense to make boundaries. We're finding the sense to make our own self-worth. We're recognizing that this is more of the warrior's effort. This is like us showing up for ourselves. And as we show up for ourselves, we build stronger foundations. The United States is having its Pluto return in February, and structures are falling right and left. So we're having to really find our own core, our own self-worth during this time of mass chaos. And if you're following a structure that's falling apart, of course you're going to be confused, and of course it's all going to be chaotic. So Mercury trine Uranus is giving us an opportunity to see things for what they really are and letting us focus on our own projects and focus on our own journey, on what we're supposed to be doing. You could feel really restless under this transit, under the Mercury trine Uranus transit. So make sure that you're, like idle hands or the devil's play toys. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that before, but make sure that you are allowing yourself to not waste your energy on trivial things or people being assholes or, whatever. Like, keep your focus on your lane. Then we have the sun moving into Capricorn on Tuesday. We also have the moon at 29 degrees Cancer in the afternoon, ingressing to Leo. Wow. Ingressing to Leo. But with the sun in Capricorn, the Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. I have all my notes down here. That's why I'm reading. So this is going to be the intense drive to really achieve greatness for all of us. Capricorns, if you've heard of the goat, the greatest of all time, the sea goat travels all the way up to the top of the mountain to be able to get what he wants. He wants to be the best. He wants to be at the top. So Capricorns strive for status and power, but they won't compromise their integrity while doing it. So, and it's because they're ruled by Saturn. Capricorns have integrity for a reason, because they know that whatever karma they create in this lifetime, it's going to come back. Also remember that because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, this is a very karmic time for everybody. So wherever Capricorn is in your chart, it's really about growing up. It's about allowing yourself to witness the relationships that we have with other people and the parts that we play in those relationships that we have with people. Capricorn is very practical, but also very driven, extremely driven, although practical. Saturn keeps us honest as we all achieve our purpose in Capricorn season. With the moon in Cancer opposite Venus and Pluto, it could be a really, really moody day, but then we make this shift to Leo, and I think it's going to be a very palpable shift to that Leo moon. I think that everybody's going to feel super moody at the beginning of the day, and things are going to get a little bit easier as the day goes on. And then early in the morning, let's see here. Early in the morning on December 22nd, we will have a moon opposite Saturn. So getting really serious with our emotions, feeling a little bit more serious with our emotions. But it's like this heart opening effect, the fact that we have the moon opposite Saturn every single month. We can allow ourselves to witness those emotional outbursts that we have and tame them in some way. Saturn wants us to, it's almost like Saturn is helping us to not overreact to things and creating more of a practical, solid stance with the moon opposite Saturn. Also squaring Uranus that day. This is going to help us to not be this, the moon will be square Uranus that day as well, and it's also going to help us not to be over triggered. Although Saturn, we're coming into this Saturn square Uranus. Now, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all sort of mesh in together. So we're going to sort of talk about those 3 days as an energy whole, because like the whole of it with the energy, because we will have on Thursday the 23rd, we will have Saturn square Uranus. And we had Saturn square Uranus on February 14th already. And with this Saturn square Uranus, we're no longer able to do things the way that we used to do. This is like a whole different, it's like a whole new world order, basically, because it's not just affecting you in a personal way, it's affecting everybody, the collective. Now, you may see the way things are changing in your own life and how things can't be the same or go back to the way that they were in your own life. But that's really happening as a collective too. As the United States goes through their Pluto return, Americans are watching how a government doesn't really have a hold on a lot of stuff. I mean, I think that there's a gallant effort. I'm not pro politics or against politics. I'm not for any one particular person at all. So I'm not going to get into the politics of anything. I don't like to do hot takes when it comes to politics because I just don't like driving other people crazy. And I think that that's all that does. So I'm not really into triggering other people and pissing them off. So we're not going to do that. But things are changing, and that's the reality of it. Like, we can pretend that things are going really well, but when it comes down to it, the United States needs a lot of help and a lot of work. And this Saturn square Uranus is making things shift even more. And the best way to utilize this, so this can be a really frustrating time for everybody. There's going to be a lot of rising tensions, changes, sudden and unexpected changes. The best way to utilize this energy is to not force anything that's not working. Let the things fall away if it's time for them to fall away. Don't resist the changes. Don't resist the expiration date. I talk about the expiration date when it comes to relationships all the time, because we often ignore the expiration date of relationships. And when we are ignoring the expiration date of relationships, we're literally keeping ourselves in suffering on purpose. If ignoring the changes and we're resisting the changes, we're keeping ourselves in suffering on purpose. So this is giving us an opportunity to shift ourselves and to change things. The best way to utilize this energy is to not force anything that's not working. Let the things fall away if it's time. And you may feel some creative blocks as well. Especially if that's the thing that you focus on the most, is doing things creatively. You might have to find new approaches or new ways of doing things. You may also find that some bad habits or outdated beliefs are actually blocking your progress. So when it comes to looking at all of the changes that are going on in your life, if you allow yourself to see it with a clear mind and you're super aware of it. Nobody said that it's going to be comfortable. Nobody said that it's going to be easy. I'm not here to scare you guys. I'm here to help you through the energy and let you know that it doesn't have to be suffering and it doesn't have to be hard. You just have to be willing to put the effort in yourself to be able to see the things that need to be let go of. We have the moon in Leo on Thursday. So there's this big heart chakra opening and a big heart space that's opening during that time as well. And we've been under this transit at very close degrees almost all year. So I honestly would even say that a lot of the things that have already supposed to change this year probably already have. And this transit may not be as difficult, but for some people, the ones that resisted the change earlier this year, they're getting another go at it now. So then we move into Friday. So that the exact Saturn square Uranus is happening on Thursday. And then we move into Friday. We'll have the moon in Virgo, Friday, December 24th. So it's Christmas Eve. We'll have the moon in Virgo. That's going to be a really good time to be able to wrap your presents, get all the last minute details taken care of with that moon in Virgo. She's really going to be helping you do that. Venus is getting closer to conjoining with Pluto. Venus is going to be conjunct Pluto exact again on Christmas Day. That'll be interesting because we also have Mercury here at 17 degrees getting closer to this conjunction. And remember that this conjunction, this Venus retrograde conjunct Pluto, is asking us to witness our evolution through the self-care process. Make sure that we are creating the boundaries, make sure we're creating the boundaries with ourselves. So Venus retrograde is asking us about the relationships that we have with people, the relationships we have with money, the relationships that we have with our career, the relationships we have with ourselves, and really, really digging deep and allowing yourself to see what needs to be brought up to heal with that Venus conjunct Pluto. This is the second time. It will happen one more time before Venus goes into Aquarius at the end of in March. I think it's actually the last week in April that Venus joins Pluto and then moves. It's either the last week of April or first week of March. I'm sorry. It's either the last week of February, the first week of March. Wow. I'm just trying to time travel. That's all this is. So, and then on Saturday, which is Christmas Day, Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrate Christmas. The moon will be in Virgo, trine Mercury. So the ruler of the moon, which will be Mercury, there will be a trine to Mercury. So there's probably going to be a lot of really good conversations happening. It's just going to be, that's going to feel good. That's going to feel really good. And this might actually be a healing conjunction that we have happening here. Venus retrograde may bring up some family things during this time. If you have a hard time being with your family, there could be some stuff that comes up where you guys actually get to talk about it and heal. I think that this could be a very healing time if we utilize it correctly instead of going into spaces and being like all super aggro and aggressive. But that Saturn square Uranus that's happening at the same exact time is literally giving us an opportunity to make huge changes and huge strides for ourselves. And that includes in all of the relationships that we're having. So you could be having some pretty good conversations on Christmas Day, even though Venus is conjunct Pluto. I think it's gonna change the way that we all sort of see things. We also have Mars trine Chiron, and that is also exact on Christmas Day. So Mars trine Chiron is giving us the energy to take action on any kind of wounds that we're triggered with or that could come up. Could Mars trine Chiron create trigger moments? Yes, but it's only so that you recognize what those wounds are so that you can actually pay attention to them. Taking positive action to heal your wounds that you're holding on to. But the trigger is there to reveal yourself. And honestly, I think that it could really end up being a very healing time for a lot of families that need it, especially ones that haven't been able to see each other for a couple of years. If you're planning on seeing your family for the first time in a couple of years, this could be a really healing moment of coming together. I just got goosebumps saying that, so hopefully. And then Sunday, we have the moon in Virgo until midday. And about midday, we have the moon will be in Virgo. It will trine Venus and Pluto and then go void, which means the moon isn't making any kind of aspects to any other planets. It's sort of just floating along before it gets into the next sign. So it'll be void for most of the day. Just a really good day to relax. And then we get into the Libra moon that will square the sun. So I actually think that Sunday is just going to be a good day to be with the family and to relax and to kind of just enjoy like the warmth of family and the holidays and taking really good care of yourself. The moon in Libra is always a good time for self-care because the moon is ruled by Venus. And Venus has really been having a difficult time lately. So caring for yourself, caring for your family, relationships are going to be really important with this Libra moon. And everything that we learned with that Gemini moon, we're sort of incorporating into this week. This is kind of that week where, you know, we let the energy go of 2021 and now we can sort of start fresh and start new again. And so this could be an extremely healing week for a lot of families, and it could create a lot of like new foundations to rebuild on. And I think that that could be a super, super beautiful thing for everybody. So I really hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. Thanks for joining me. Usually I do these weekly energy updates for members only. So I'm really glad that I was able to do this for you. I wanted to bring the last two this week and next week to you guys publicly as well. So just as a thanks for being here all of these years and hanging out with me. And as we move into a new era, a new love and science era, I would love for you guys to join me while we're doing all of the new fun things with astrology. And also join me in the memberships. We're going to do a whole lot of new stuff in the new year for the membership. So I love you all. Have a wonderful holiday season. Please stay safe. I will see you later. Bye.